We're going to go through a banded bicep dynamic isometric bias and shoulder extension. So for this setup, I've placed a band and attached it to a bar from above. Okay, our starting position is going to be somewhat with the elbow behind here. So I'll be somewhat in this position. Okay, so this will be where the shoulder extension is happening. Okay, and then I'm performing a slow eccentric. Now during this slow eccentric, I'm also challenging mainly the bicep joints and nearby joints. I want to apply as many movement variables as I can into this exercise. So movement variables being elbow rotation, rotating in and out, and then shoulder glenohumeral rotation, so internally, externally rotating. And with this particular exercise, with the nature of it, there'll probably be as well a bit of shoulder blade movement going on in there. So what I'm intending to do is challenge and work as many areas as possible. I'm going to demonstrate a rep. This is possibly going to be one very slow rep. It could be 1 to 3 reps depending on what the intent of the exercise is. Lastly, this could also be done in different positions. I'll demonstrate in a half kneeling position because I find it's most comfortable, provides the most support, but you could opt to also do this standing, for example. So, I take hold of the bands. I want to start with the elbow closed as best as possible. So this is very important, a good closed elbow joint. And then from here, I want to make sure I've also got a good amount of tension on the bands. So I don't feel that I've got a great amount of tension, so I've moved forwards a little bit now. All right, so I've allowed my elbow to move back as well. This is challenging and biasing the glenohumeral joint into extension. This is how I feel is a good position for me to begin the exercise. So now I'm holding tension on the band, but then I'm also moving. So I'm starting to internally rotate the shoulder. I'm rotating internally by the elbow as well. And then I'm slowly changing direction. I'm beginning to externally rotate with a bit of elbow rotation as well. And I'm trying to challenge as many areas as possible with these movements. I'm trying to fatigue various areas. I'm assessing what particular movements, combinations, challenge the shoulder joint, the elbow joint. And then with this exercise, as I start to fatigue, the elbow is starting to open up a little bit more. The bicep is starting to lengthen. I'm still continuing to explore various areas. Now I feel like the tension on the band is starting to ease off. So what I can then do is move forwards a little bit more to keep more tension back on that band. Again, I'm moving slow because as I go on and on with the exercise and the elbow is gradually opening up more, it's creating more stress on the joint above my shoulder joint. So I want to assess how that copes and how that feels as well. And I keep going until I get to my end where I feel the elbow's opened up completely and I've got to my end with a shoulder extension. So just to recap with this exercise, we want to start with our shoulder in extension, so having the elbow pulled back, opening up the front side here, and then with the elbow as close as possible, so we've got the bicep as short as possible. And then we begin the exercise by moving in various positions. So I was combining elbow rotation with glenohumeral rotation as I was resisting the load of the band. And again, this could be done kneeling, this could be done standing. As you feel the band eases with the tension as it's going back, you move forwards to take more tension on the band.